Rena.
I'll never forget the day I spent with my grandfather when he fell over and had a seizure in his home. This was the day our lives would change and my great-grandfather would officially be diagnosed with Alzheimer's. My whole family knew that the time would come, but not this quick and this bad. The doctors told him it would be long until he had his whole memory back. They gave us an option to slow down the spread of the memory-losing disease, medical marijuana. My entire family had always been against marijuana recreationally speaking, and when the doctor suggested medical marijuana, I didn't have a doubt in my mind that the family would say no. But they didn't, and I couldn't be more thankful for the decision. To explain the positive effects that marijuana has had on my great grandfather as well as other sick patients, I'll provide you with many different statistics as well as stories from my experts and patients, while at the same time providing information on positive impacts on legalizing marijuana on taxes. I think that is important for everyone to not to jump to conclusions about marijuana because it's not federally illegal, but instead focus on the marijuana can positively impact loved ones with other diseases. Alzheimer's is the cleverest thief because she not only steals you, but she steals the very thing that you need to remember what's been stolen, by Jared Kent. Alzheimer's is a disease, that progressive type of dementia that destroys memory, behavior, and thinking. In this disease, brain cells degenerate and die, which cause a steady decline in memory and intellectual thinking and social skills. As the brain cell dies, the brain shrinks. According to the Mayo Clinic, scientists believe that Alzheimer's disease is caused by a combination of genetic, lifestyle, and environmental factors. Age seems to play a role as risk increases significantly at the age of 65, and the disease affects nearly half of the people over 85. Alzheimer's disease is a progressive disease that destroys memory and other important mental factors. At first, notice mild functions that difficulty remembering. Eventually, people with the disease may even forget important people in their lives and undergo dramatic personality changes. According to Medical Marijuana Incorporation, studies show that 2 of the major cannabinoids found in cannabis, THC and CBD, reduce the buildup of plaques and tangles and therefore show viable potential as a treatment options for Alzheimer's disease. THC has been shown to be effective at lowering the amyloid beta levels and enhancing mitochondrial function, therefore causing researchers to conclude that THC could be potential therapeutical treatment option for Alzheimer's disease, multiple functions and pathways. So, along with slowing the spread of Alzheimer's, marijuana has been researched and found to help them with multiple and other diseases such as chronic pain, Crohn's disease, and multiple sclerosis, and many others. According to the U.S. National Library of Medicine, evidence is beginning to surface that provides that cannabinoids may be useful medicine for certain indications. Control of nausea and vomiting, as well as promotion of weight gain and chronic inhalation, are already licensed uses of oral THC, which are referred to as dronabinol capsules. Recent research indicates that cannabis may also be effective in the treatment of painful peripheral neuropathy, and muscle spasticity from conditions such as multiple sclerosis. Several controlled clinical trials have been performed. The meta-analysis of these are supported beneficial effect of cannabinoids induced nausea and vomiting compared to with a placebo effect. Both dronabinol and nabinol are approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration for the prevention of treatment chemotherapy induced nausea and vomiting in cancer patients for all other symptom management. There has been 10 clinical trials for this time for inhaled cannabis in cancer patients that can be divided into two groups. In one group, 4 small studies assessed the antithymic activity, but each group explored a different patient population and chemotherapy regime. One study demonstrated no effect, but the second study showed positive effects versus the placebo effect. Showed while the report on the third study did not provide enough information to characterize the overall outcome of the positive or neutral. Consequently, there are insufficient data to provide the overall evidence assessment. An increasing number of trials are evaluating the oral administration of cannabis plant extract that fixed concentrations of cannabinoid. Regulatory agencies of Canada and in European countries that issue approval from cancer pain. At present, there is insufficient evidence of the recommended inhaling cannabis as a treatment in cancer-related symptoms or cancer treatment-related symptoms or cancer treatment-related side effects. However, research is needed. This is true, but Colombia has legalized marijuana recently. Their potential for there to be over $20 million in their tax revenue. Massachusetts has estimated $50 to $60 million in tax revenue for marijuana. Kansas is not even thinking about legalizing marijuana at the moment. And that being said, their forward tax for each would be $48 million. After focusing on the positive impacts of marijuana in general could have one on society, individuals, and the economy. I really hope for everyone to at least consider looking past the legality of cannabis and look more into finding ways to help us. Though legalizing marijuana is a big step for the country as a whole, it would be a huge benefit to the country both on the financial level and on the economic level. And with more research done, that it would benefit more the medical field as well.